What is up, everybody? Welcome to a special Wednesday night edition of Best of the Week. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving, so of course we had to do a night ahead of time, or day ahead, and Zach couldn't make it. I guess work's too important for him, even though he's tweeting on Twitter every 5 seconds. So I don't get it. But anyway, I got my books today, and I read about most of them except for about 3 books. So it's okay. I got 10 books plus a bunch of back issues. I'm joined by Eric, and then I'm joined by Mr. Sniffles, Geekeasy.
You can hear that?
Yeah. You got a head cold?
Actually, I think I was just eating a cookie. I wasn't really sniffling. I thought I had turned the sound off, but I
Were
guess
you
not.
inhaling the cookie?
I've been accused of that by certain people.
I was like, dang, it's like he's got snot problems there. Oh, alrighty. You know, you guys can turn the cameras on. You know, they had the cameras off the whole entire time. Well, Geekeasy, if you're eating food, probably should have the camera off by law.
No. But most people would want me to keep the camera off no matter what I'm doing. So
true. You know, we're probably breaking some laws right now.
Yes.
Are you allowed to be on our internet?
No, it's just the schools I'm not allowed to be near. That's all.
Oh, okay, that's what it is. All right. You know, well, you have your priorities straight. You know,
schools and parks and stuff.
You know, you vote Democrat, it's okay. Means like I'm not turning my camera on. Screw you guys. What is up to Maranya, Eva Black Cat, and Desert Rose, Brian Stram? Anybody else who might be watching? Let me turn my phone on so it looks like we have more people watching too. And then we'll actually have 6 people watching the channel.
Including me.
Right.
I've got mine on my phone too.
I know, that's why we got more people. That's why I was like, how many people talking there? And I don't know if the graphic man go live at all tonight?
No.
He didn't. Okay. I wonder if he's got family over and that's why he couldn't do anything. Or just, I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, let's show off some books here. Get this going. All right, so 6, 7. All right, 8, 9, 10. All right. Did not get a chance to read this. This is the very final issue. I got the Jenny Friesen cover. Looking forward to reading this later on tonight when I get a chance. Probably tomorrow morning, because we got stream after stream after stream tonight for me.
What's the after stream?
Well, we got the cover ranking after this,
right?
And then I have to record something with Pixel for channel.
What are you recording?
Superman and Lois review. So, alrighty, and then another book I didn't get a chance to read. Picked it up. I skipped the last issue, so I'm like there's a gap now, but I thought I'd give it a shot. All right, and then I have Babs issue 4 by Garth Ennis.
Oh, damn it.
Jace Burrow. So, and then it has same cover. Right. So, alrighty. All right. So number 7 for me this week, I'm doing a top 7 here, is Teenage Mutant Turtles. Basically, a villain from one of the futures back who escaped the dimension and jumped to the portal with them back to their room. Now wants to steal this gold that's like in Fort Knox that this scientist has, and he basically both say like nobody can steal his gold because the floor is magnetic, which doesn't make sense. Everybody points out the guy's an idiot. Even Donnie says like gold is not magnetic. It's not going to see the ground.
Right.
Yeah. So Bebop shows up because Krang needs that gold in order to basically fix their portal so he can get Shredder and Rocksteady back from a different dimension, get back into the correct dimension. And also they could bring the Technodome over, stuff. And so he goes in there, sets an alarm, runs into basically Sonny Crockett version, basically character. Is and everybody fights up, and then we get a turn of a villain who basically turns out he's been reprogrammed since the last time they fought him. He's now a good guy until he basically gets knocked down and his program gets restored. Now he wants revenge against the Turtles, or Toitles, as Bebop calls them. And at the end, they defeat him by turning the magnet back on, and so he's stuck there. And some humor, and basically at the end, it looks like the guy's gonna team up with Krang, so he can get back to his own world. So, fun story. Number 6 for this week. I'm going into this. I did not read the last year's issue, so I'm just going in there blind. Because that's what you used to do in the comic books. You used to skip, and go right in the middle. So, first issue for Batman Silent Nights returns. I thought it was pretty decent. And the main reason why I picked this up is not because of Santa Claus. I really don't care about the Santa Claus with them. The reason I picked it up because it is Jeff Parker doing the writing on here. Jeff Parker for Batman 66. And so you get Zatanna. I don't care for Nubia. Nubia is annoying. I don't need her on the team. But we got a picture of the Justice League here working out, trying to stop this floating Spectre Knight. When it touches people, it basically steals their life force. We even get Wally's daughter, codenamed Thunderheart, is actually helping out too. And for some reason, Damian is now drawn like a 7-year-old again. I guess they don't.
This is not in continuity, which is good because that means Nubia won't be insufferable.
Yeah,
but Damian, is a really little kid in this one.
He is really little. So I thought it was really cool. This. Well, Thanksgiving, so of course we had to do a night ahead of time. Who's watching the stream?
No, I'm not.
Oh.
Yeah, your volume's up. Yeah.
I don't even want to watch this.
The art's actually really decent on this. I like this. Santa Claus appears. He's like, and Robin's like, apparently, they get little references to the last one. So, Damon in continuity is 14, but he's not drawn 14 here, though. He's drawn like he's
not
8.
even close.
Yeah, dude, he's like this looks like original Super Sons back in the day. In Super Sons, he was even drawn younger looking.
That was a Super Sons back in the day was good. I picked up an Omni.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a good story, yes, but the art was great too. But I mean, that Damien was really, really short. He was not anywhere near 14. But I thought it was pretty cool. And then there's a Two-Face preview, I guess, in the back of this book for
I read that, and I think I'm going to get that.
Yeah.
I mean, I usually don't, get an appreciation one way or another on those, 3 or 4 page previews. That one kind of hit, so I think I might give that one a shot.
Yeah. So more. Decent art on it too. So yeah. That's on this and comes out next month. And DC is. Oh, look at this. They're actually advertising their books. Back of them here. Let's zoom in. That's I got it. Zoom in. Come on, buddy.
Well, we need a necessary zoom here.
Unnecessary zoom. I'm trying to look at this.
A necessary zoom.
Yeah, I want to focus. That's what I want. No, it's not going to do it. Screw you, camera. I need to get a new one. Anyway, DC, you can build your DC libraries now. They tell you what's coming out. What's really cool on the bottom here, they actually allow. It's not going to zoom in now. Come on. There
I
you
would
go.
have liked to have gotten a Silver Age Wonder Woman. like the rest of them appear to be. Well,
Yeah.
Superman, Flash, and Justice League appear to be, but
DC Vibe build your own library now. They're actually doing something with their library, so that's really cool. I like how it lines up in the pictures. So they're actually working on it now. Yeah,
now what they'll do, like everybody else does,
they'll stop.
and about 2 years later, they'll do a spine that's completely different from the rest of them. They did that with the archives. They did like
Where one's higher than the other one.
they did like 10 straight legions in exactly right same place. Then the 11th one was off.
Yeah.
And well, I'll tell you what, I know some fans that just got all their panties in a bunch over that.
MAGA. Our friend Bats. Man. He's talking about that. He's like, he showed it. He's like, yeah, it's like, are you freaking kidding me? All right. Top 5. Hyde Street.
Yeah, at least you got that.
You didn't get yours?
Nope.
No.
I was not happy.
It
wasn't at the shop.
So why didn't you get it anyway?
So okay. So what happened, for those who are wondering, apparently the DC Diamond warehouse basically had problems shipping stuff this week. So their warehouse is all messed up for orders. People were not getting their books. I did not get Red Sonja could not get shipped out this week. Neither did Feral, and I'm trying to think what the other book was. There were Hornsby and Halo was not sent out.
Wow. So Hyde Street was, and the other book from the same company wasn't.
Yeah.
Wow. I'll tell you what, everybody was so happy when Diamond got broken up. How you like him now?
Yep.
But we didn't. I mean, it's weird that some places get it and some places don't, because we didn't. Our shop didn't get ours. And
it's the first time in 3 weeks that I haven't missed any books, but you guys did. So I mean, it's every week somewhere now.
Yep.
That didn't happen when Diamond had all of it. I'm saying.
So this issue is really cool. I like this because it gives you an origin story of Pranky, and we get this to the first appearance. I not to see the first appearance, but we get to actually see the guy, the scorekeeper, which is really cool. Because I've actually been waiting to see. We get to see the scorekeeper in here, and just like talks about the rules about scorekeeping, and how it just like reminds them like what their goal is, but he's very vague upon it though. So it's really, really cool too. Like I said, the art and what happens to this corrupt cop in here with Pranky and stuff, and the way they draw Frankie is like, or not Frankie, is like really gross. Goes from squealy kid, and he's only like 11 years old, permanently 11 years old because he's on Hyde Street now. But very, very good art. It's Ivan Reyes, I think it is, right, doing the art in here.
Yep.
So really good. Instead of putting him on a crappy book like with Bendis, he's on a good book. Jeff Johns. All right. Number 4 for this week is Void Rebels, number 14. Introducing some more characters. Well, we're not introducing, but bringing in a Hot Rod. For those who don't know, if you ever watched the Transformers animated movie back in the day, Hot Rod was voiced by Judd Nelson. He was one of the newest Autobots. He was supposed to take over. Received the Matrix Primes, become the new Optimus Prime, pretty much, after Optimus Prime pretty much dies in the movie. Spoilers for a movie that came out in 1986. But I always love this when you get the freaking like the bots. It's like, hi, I'm a big streamer. It's like, hi, your great grandfather just died in Africa. He's got a lot of money, but you need to send us money first so we can move it to you. So whenever I see that stuff, it's like really? It's like, why do people send the bots out? It's so annoying. The fact that I have to actually go in there manually and block bots too on Twitch, and Twitch is annoying too. Twitch should automatically have a program to detect them and gets rid of them. But hey, you know what? They're not paying me, so I don't care. I'm on YouTube. So those who are watching over on Twitch, call me C7, which is over on Twitch. We're also streaming live on YouTube at the same time. Most of our stuff is done on YouTube, so subscribe there. A Geeky Puppet Show. So yeah, like I said, decently, it's setting up a nice story. We're learning more about the characters. We learn that there's more handbots and stuff. I don't want to say too much about this book, but it's tied to the Energon verse. If you're not reading this, you are missing out a lot of cool stuff about as far as Transformers and GI Joe. It's all going to be connected. It's really cool. Kirkman's doing a good job. All right, the book that shocked me because I normally wasn't gonna get this, but I checked it out first, and man, uh, Brain, I don't know if you got this one, picked it up, but I might stick with this. The book that shocked me, Chris Condon's Green Arrow.
I didn't get it.
Oh my gosh, this is street level Green Arrow. It felt kind of like a watered down version of Mike Grell almost.
Well, I'm reading the Mike Grell one as we speak, so I'm.
Yeah. So this is. Well, I don't know. It doesn't mention anything as far as like what happened before this, prior to this. You know, with the league and Amanda Waller. I don't give a shit about that stuff.
Grell was the guy who did the longbow hunters, right?
Yes, and then he did an ongoing series after that.
Yeah, I've got those.
So this is he's back in San Francisco, or Star City, San Francisco. He's in Star City, and he's by himself. He's living in an apartment by himself. He's younger looking, and he's basically hunting down a killer, and it's kind of crazy. It's like we're getting like Steve Amell Arrow. For whatever reason, he's covering his face up so people can't see him, recognize his identity. Covers his, so that's, and one of the people he knows ends up being murdered, and he has to go back. So basically, after he's done, he's injured. Basically has to go back on the street and go investigate. And I said, like, it's actually pretty decent. This is a detective Green Arrow, street level. And it ends with him basically coming across a cop, who's also working the scene too. And they end up like, they're going to work together. But like I said, this is a very young, very liberal Green Arrow. No different than he was in Neil Adams. But, he does mention the guy. The last time he met his friend, the one that was murdered, the billionaire, he basically said, like, he's like, I can't deal with these people they were sucking up to. They basically are big billionaires that are basically dumping chemicals and stuff. So he's kind of EPA friendly. So, but overall, I'm liking it. We'll see how long I'll go with this, because I don't know how long I will stay with this, because it's Chris Condon. Chris Condon likes to write shit books sometimes, but maybe this will be a good match for him. And I like Green Arrow when he's just by himself. I don't need Black Canary. I don't need Speedy and all that stuff. It's kind of how I prefer Batman.
And at the end of that, yeah. Oh, wrong Speedy.
No. All right, number 2. Batman: The Long Halloween. Last Halloween. Another fun book. Oh man, I just loving this. And as I'm reading it, I keep forgetting it's not even Tim Sale doing the art. Man, starts off with the Riddler, and then because he basically James Gordon, or Christian Gordon, his son got kidnapped in one of the previous issues, so he sent the Riddler out to help solve the mystery because it's what Riddler loves doing. Riddler loves solving mysteries. And he ends up getting gunned down by these guys in these Batman stuff, suit, cost, only a mask. The feds are involved. We don't know why, but they're really strong on arming Gordon. So what are they? Are they involved with this? The new holiday killer and all this stuff. What's going on? Also, Batman dealing with Robin. Robin disobeying orders. Then Catwoman getting involved. There's a really cool scene here too, where they're basically talking to Riddler. The Riddler is shot in the face, so he can't really talk. So he uses Morse code, which Robin identifies right away, recognizes, able to decipher it. Like I said, it's really fun. Just everything that's going on with this book. If you're not checking this book out, you are missing out on probably one of the best current Batman stories out right now.
Is this Loeb? Oh yeah, it is. Never mind.
It's just
I've got it right here. I can just look at the cover.
Yep. So I really love that book.
That's Two
Number one.
Jeffs this week that don't know how to spell their name correctly.
No, they do. You're just not one of them. Yeah. All right. Number one. Mark Wade Danwara's Justice League Unlimited. This was fun. This is absolute fun. Off the walls fun. Just awesome art. We get this started with this new kid. His name's Airwave. I'm not sure what he's from, but he basically pops up and it revealed that this new Watchtower, everyone is a Justice League Unlimited member. And that's how it was in the cartoon series towards the end.
He's Hal Jordan's nephew, or at least he used to be.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So it's kind of cool. Like he gets to tour everything. The JSA even have their own the Teen Titans or Titans have their own headquarters all on this Watchtower now. Everyone's sharing this Watchtower. So basically, if somebody attacks this Watchtower, I hope the heroes can defend themselves. If not, then enter the world of Nemesis. No heroes. But yeah, I'm actually really liking this. I'm liking the lineup. I'm liking, we have Black Lightning, we have Star Sapphire, we have Wallace West. Red Tornado doesn't have a body for whatever reason, so he is the AI construct that's running the Watchtower and sending out the teams through boom tubes, directing them, kind of like in the cartoon series, which what John Jordan did, or John Jones, sorry, Martian Manhunter. Yeah. Like I said, I've been liking this. I said, this is and I'm probably gonna stick with this. I don't want a new book, but I mean, like, I already have enough books as it is for indie books. But I'm just looking forward to this. This is just kind of really cool. Like, I will not spoil the ending, but we get Firestorm on here too. I mean, there's just so many different characters popping up, and it looks like we're gonna have a rotating team throughout the series. Which I'm looking forward to. So, all right, that is my number one book of the week. I can show up my back issues, or you guys can go, or I can come back to my back issues. Up to you
I
guys.
don't care either way.
You don't care?
I mean, we're going to be here about the same amount of time either way, so just go ahead and show your stuff, man. I don't care.
All righty. Well, do you have to leave?
No.
You don't have to work tomorrow.
I have a new day off. It's called Every Day.
Oh, nice.
Yes, and so.
Those are fun.
Yes.
How you say you got a new full-time job?
Yeah. This.
What? You're a YouTuber now?
Sure.
All right. Some modern books. Got myself a Justice League 5, Justice League Unlimited. So I'm on my goal is to start collecting these. The 2000s. And then I was going through some of the back issues, came across Thundercats from Star Comics back in the day. Number 4. So I thought that was really cool. I was like, what? Star Comics is like the Marvel and stuff? Little imprint?
You know the first issue of that is $100.
I imagine it was. That's why I couldn't find it, the rest of them.
Yeah.
But what's the first appearance of them, right? Comic book form?
Yeah, but that's a good chunk of change. I mean, it's like that's like He-Man values almost.
Right. But I was like, that's really cool. So then, I was like, wait, do I have 2 different runs? Because I also came across issue 22 when it has a new updated.
The same one.
Yeah.
It's just they weren't using the Star logo anymore.
Yeah, which is really weird. Like, it's just like it just decided against it. How many issues actually were Star before they actually decided to?
I don't know exactly how many. I could probably find out, but
cool. All right. And then Graphic Man, if you're watching this, you probably say like, I have that, I have that, I have that, I have that, I have that. Because the rest of this is Gold Key and Dell. All right, let's start off with some Thanksgiving covers.
Nice.
Yep. And here's my other Thanksgiving cover for the night. Yep. So 1965. Alrighty then. Here is a 25 center from 1976. So you may have seen these on the Graphic Man show. A couple, was it 2 weeks ago?
No, he didn't go that high. I don't think.
Oh, really? 1962.
That one you did.
Yeah. I thought it was cool. I was like, all right. 1969. Yep. I like that. The little heads are the ornaments. All right. Then we're going to 1969 again. It's kind of funny. Poor Donald, man. He just gets attacked a lot. 1968. And I guess I have one more Thanksgiving cover I forgot about. From 1965. Donald Duck's Revenge. All right, here's another 12 center. So, feud and far between. A bomb, snow bomb. That's cool. All right. Then we go in here. This is kind of cool too. Here is this cover. And you'll stick around. You'll see another one of this, another version of this I found. So, all right. Some more Christmas. There's a lot of these that are Christmas covers like I found. So cool. And 1972. Do you have any of these, Breen, at all?
I have some.
I couldn't believe how many there are. See, this is the cover. These are the cover ones that rankings I want to rank. You know, for the. I don't know if E is gonna do these or not. All right, 1974, another one. And Return of Snowman. All right. Here's another one. Poor Donald. All right. Here's another one.
I'm noticing a trend here.
Are you?
I'm pretty quick on the uptake.
Ah, yeah. Told you you'd see this one again. That's the Dell variant.
Well, I think all the gold keys were just reprints of the
Yeah,
Dell.
I know. So I'm glad I can find the original Dells. And then the last two. 1956.
That's cool.
Yep. And then the final one. And this is 1977 Christmas Parade. I think is a reprinting of the original.
That's interesting.
For $9.95. So, like I said, I thought that was really cool. Like they had like that. So they had another one that was like missing some pages out of it. So. And that is it for the back issues. Didn't take that long. Look, I'm done in 30 minutes or less. All right, who's going next?
Go ahead, Jeff.
Yeah, okay. Ready? I have 7 and then some magazine size stuff. So, and I haven't had a chance to read any of these because our shop opens noon our time, and I had to pick up a friend to go see Venom uh, at 1:30. So I just got back about like 15 minutes before this, so I didn't have a chance to read any of this stuff. But number 7, I have no idea why I got this. I got the first one, didn't like it, but I was kind of hoping that maybe this one would be better. I read the first page, and I don't think it will be, but we shall see. Number 6, I read the synopsis on this of what's the one you guys use on Tuesday nights when we show all the books that you're planning
Top
to get?
5?
No, the website that you show what you're going to be getting.
League of Comic Geeks.
Okay, yeah, I read that on this, and so Synap number 1, is that what it is? Yeah, Synap number 1 could be interesting. I'm going to give this a chance just because West Coast Avengers number 1.
That was a surprisingly good book
And
for Duggan.
And it ought to be. I'm hoping it'll be good, but
unless you're a fan of Firestorm.
I love
Firestar.
Yeah, Firestorm is a guy.
Yeah,
Firestar is.
They turned her into alcoholic.
Oh joy! Well, yeah.
That's not new.
It's not new.
No.
Oh, so yeah, you see, they introduce everybody else, and here's her. She's like, you call Tony, and she's like at a bar. Hey, bartender, I'm dry. Fill my drink up again. It's just like, dang, still looks good though.
You can't have anything to do with them alcoholics. Those are some odd people. They just need help.
Oh my goodness, a kid's book. Come on, guys.
They're awful people. Speaking of awful people, the last person who was doing this title, and now especially the new person doing it, but I wanted to pick this one up just to see. I swore I'd not get a book by this guy, but I wanted to give it a chance. Detective Comics 1091. I got tired of the Ram V stuff, and then they're like, Tom Taylor is doing the new thing on this one. This is his first issue.
Batman has a long lost sister that his parents didn't tell him about. That's what he did in Nightwing.
So I'm going to give it a 1 issue, and if it's not any good, which I suspect it won't be, boom.
Yeah, sorry, Tom Taylor. Fuck him.
All of his out of continuity stuff is usually pretty good. I mean, his deceased stuff, or most of it, was good.
Yeah, but then the Nightwing book, man, he had to have oh yeah, your mom cheated on your dad, or your dad cheated on your mom with another woman. It's like, now you have a half sister. She's a cop and stuff. I'm like, and she's also a lesbian on top of it.
Oh, of course. Anything in continuity, his stuff sucks, and he is just a raging,
Maybe he'll be better on that. Who knows?
I don't know. I'm going to give it one shot.
People like Tom King Batman back in the day.
Yeah, they did, and I don't see why.
So
the two Toms are just horrible. I won't do them, but I don't know why I did this. I'm just gonna.
It's a jumping on part. Maybe you're giving people, you have a more open minded. You're like Zach. You're willing to be abused.
Oh, you're a dick. Yeah. Anyway, I'll let that one slide for the moment. Number 3 is your number 1. Like I said, I haven't read any of these, so these are just the order I have them in. I'm hoping that'll be good.
I speed read everything.
Number 2 I didn't realize how much this was until I was up paying. But hey, Incredible Hulk number 19. Which is
$7.
Legacy 100. I mean Legacy 800.
Oh.
And Legacy 800, $8, $7.99.
Yeah.
Uh,
I just guess. It sounded like you paid more. I'm like, I don't think it's a $10 book.
no, if it would have been 10, I would have been going no. And then number one, great writer, but he just can't spell his name correctly. And there's that. Now I have some other stuff. The Witching Hour. I'm speaking of Loeb.
To be fair, you can't spell your name either. You have Geekeasy.
Oh, true. I mean, but those are spelled correctly.
Are they?
Yes,
Those are 3 words, bro.
it's 2. Thank you. But 2 mushed into 1. But I don't know anything about this, but I read the back, and it's
It's Jeff Loeb.
yeah.
And he spelled his name correct.
And the art here is interesting. I've got some. I'm hoping it'll be good. I won't be doing this right away. And then Breen, you'll sort of like me for this one. They actually had that there this week.
Ooh.
Cool.
And because I had to go back looking for Hyde Street, and they said they didn't have it. And then I got 2 magazine-sized ones. I got another version of this because I wanted an unopened one. I have one that I opened to read, so I got this one just so I can leave it unopened. Has the old-fashioned 3D glasses in it.
Nice.
It was really good, and this one I want to keep as a unopened one.
I wonder if the glasses you get from like the movie theaters will work with those.
I think I have one over on my table somewhere, but I can look at some point.
Because that would be more comfortable for me. For anybody who has glasses, I prefer those other ones. Prefer it's just those red and blue.
Yeah.
Ones.
See, I have stigmatisms in both eyes, so I can. It's this is more for reading and seeing farsighted and stuff. So if it was, I need it for reading for the books and stuff. So the little ones they have in there are a little bit better, so I can just and then the last one, I got this. I told them to give me the
Nice.
this one as opposed to the squirrel one because that was $5 more.
Yeah. Honestly, that the foil one is kind of a gimmick. That's all it really is.
Then they have, speaking of 68.
Yep.
It's
Did you get the bag and board for it?
no, I usually do. I don't know why I didn't. I'll get it next time I'm in. I'll get it.
Yeah. I asked. I was like, "So what do I put this in?" And you're like, "Oh, here we are. We have one here."
They usually know to. They usually know to put it on there for me, but I guess I had a new guy.
What I don't understand is like, if you're selling a treasure like that, why don't just stack them already pre-packaged, and then you can raise $1 for like whatever the cost of the bag and the board. Like,
I don't know,
because otherwise it's like you're interrupted. The customer's gonna ask you, "Hey, where are your bag and boards?"
Well, the single ones for that stuff is behind the counter anyway, so you just give me a bag and board.
But not everybody knows that though. If you're a new person walking in, so I don't know. It just sounds weird. It's like you bag and board other books are $4. Why wouldn't you do that?
Well, none of our stuff is bagged and boarded. So some of the like back issue stuff is bagged, but it's never bagged and boarded because they want to sell you, bags and boards. And they have the stuff just sitting right there. So But anyway, that's all I got for this week.
All right, Mr. Brain, bring it on down.
Yeah. All right. 1 week late. Finally got this. Excellent book.
Shop didn't have it.
You still don't have it?
No, it didn't. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. There needs to be like a counter for how many times Ming turns on Flash.
Oh, I'm sure there. Yeah. That's part of the joy of that book.
Number 6, Silent Night. This is just fun. I mean, that's
I have no knowledge of the first one. They just tell you that basically Superman became Krampus.
Yeah, it's I'm not even sure that even matters. That what happened in the
No.
first one. This is just 4 more issues of weekly. Yeah, they come out weekly, so it should be wrapped up by Christmas. Although last year I think they screwed up the schedule, and the last one came out a week after.
Sounds about right. It's CC.
Superman. Um, yeah, it's decent. Making Doomsday the Time Trappers. I don't know if I
I don't like that, and
that,
that's why I skipped it. But I'm like, I'll give it a chance. See what else they're gonna do.
But
I figure I want to read Superman before Dan Slott takes it over.
yeah, that's. I said I'm not a big fan of, like I said, Lois with superpowers either. But
No.
I mean, come on, Bendis and Slott. Those are the two best Superman writers ever, right?
and at least we can't blame Dan DiDio for this one, but I'll stick with that till the end of the storyline probably. Number 4, yeah, Hornsby and Halo. This was fun. I said it's in comics parlance, it's kind of like the Orion, Mr. Miracle, High Father, Dark Side, where I guess they were, well, only in this case they both sent off their children to be raised by somebody. Well, I guess it's not like the new guys are thinking about it, but so and they're kids, and when in this story, and it kind of tells the lives they're leading, and it was fun. It's hard to describe, but it was a fun comic. I enjoyed reading this, and like I said, nobody's bad or good yet, so they're and I'm sure that's where the conflict will come in of what you're expected to be versus what you want to be or whatnot. But this was definitely worth continuing, and I plan to. Number 3, Frankenstein. This one kind of read like the 1931 movie with the scenes mixed up, because you finally get the little girl and the daisies, obviously.
Oh no!
But then it goes almost right from there to the final scene, and then there's an aftermath involving the child who's been part of the story from issue 1.
Okay, let's say because he's the difference. The new
without spoiling it, but it was very good.
That's good.
This is definitely a recommend. So they are a solid 2 for 3 so far.
Do you think they'll do the Bride of Frankenstein?
I don't know. I'm sure they're going to get the. I'm sure there'll be a mummy and a wolf man before they do that. They're probably going to hit all the
right.
Yeah, the classic Universal monsters.
I want Invisible Man. That's what I want.
Oh, and that could probably that would be a 6th one.
Yeah.
Hyde Street, excellent. Another. I love the way they unravel and reveal the killers that are being punished. This one was also very well done. And I said, if you're not reading this, you should be. Definitely worth checking out. And number 1, Batman Long Halloween, Last Halloween.
Nice.
And we talked about that already, but this one I said, we get some dialogue between Robin and Catwoman. Gordon gets his kid back. The mystery kind of deepens, and I said, definitely look. This has been an excellent series so far, and looking forward to seeing where it goes from here. All 3 artists have done a very good job of kind of making you feel like you're reading a Tim Sale drawn book. So that's. And the only thing I got other than supplies was the back issue, which talks about graphic novels from Marvel, DC, and Independence in the 80s. So
yeah, I put it back. I was gonna grab it, then I just go swimming through, and I was just like, I'm not really interested in this one. So I mean, I'm looking forward for the other ones after that.
Yeah, I'm actually probably I'll get next issue because it's Keith Giffen, but
yeah,
I think the Hey Mister issue I will pass on. Then there's a 40th anniversary Christ on Infinite Earths and summer fun issue with Sue in a bikini on the cover. So that's a
And then they'll have Summer Glau on the cover, and then the book will end.
yeah. So that's all I got.
Nice. All right. So, alrighty. Yeah, kind of a short little episode tonight. I mean, yeah. Zach couldn't be here. He was busy.
So Zach's fault.
Yeah. It's Thanksgiving's fault. It's because people keep always like. It just blows my mind that, like, when you learn that Thanksgiving is like, it doesn't matter what the date it is, as long as it's a Thursday. Where, like, Christmas, always the 25th, no matter what. It's like,
Well, that's specific. It's just like your birthday. That's the date.
which it doesn't make sense for, like, the day of, like, Thanksgiving. Like, you shouldn't be in the day that they actually celebrated Thanksgiving. That date, whatever number it is.
I think that's what it was. They just said it was going to be the fourth, Thursday of the month is what they.
Yeah, but I mean, like, shouldn't it be like your exact date? Be like, they landed on the 1st or whatever of, like, December. Okay, December 1st is now Thanksgiving, whatever. And then they had the meal and stuff. Like,
That's probably. I'm sure it has a lot to do with having scheduling,
off
whether it's entertainment or business or whatnot.
Probably.
Whereas Christmas is the big one, so they, Christmas will be the same every year because it's a religious holiday. Mm-hmm. Christmas is more. Thanksgiving is more of a secular holiday, and once upon a time, we valued religion in this society. So, notice Easter is always on Sunday, but it's not always the same day.
Yeah.
There's a reason for that. It has something to do with the moon.
Nobody knows what the date of the first Turkey Day was. It was in Roanoke, Virginia, wasn't it?
No, that's the city that vanished.
I know that's what the first Day was. It vanished. Yeah, I don't think it just vanished. I think people were just murdered. That's
probably
the whole thing. Tom was just murdered by the natives that were already living there. Your invaders to kill. Unless they all got on the boat and decided to head back to Europe, which I doubt it. And then the boat sank. Be like there'd be like I said, I don't believe that there's no evidence. Like, we don't know what happened to them. It's like you can kind of again allude to like probably what happened to them. Whenever people settle down on like someone that's at your land, you don't speak the language, and you are killed. I don't know. Thanksgiving has some roots in the Civil War, says Brian.
Before that.
Yep.
Tired.
Oh, dude, I'm on 2.5 hours sleep. I might.
It's funny. I got your message like this morning. I had just woken up to take a piss, and I think it either just came in or was there. I was like, this guy never sleeps.
I did for like 2.5 hours. I went to bed. I took the trash out. I got up, took the trash out, went back to bed, lay there, and I was like, can't fall asleep. I finally fell asleep. And I was like, you know what? It's like, crap. I got to get up and I got to do this. So I do my 5-hour nap like I normally do. But I didn't because I didn't have time this time because I was like, if I take my full 5-hour nap, I'm going to get there at the comic book store late. That means I probably won't get my books late, and then I get to the shop. The books, when I got there early, I'm like, oh, yeah, cool. I got here early. It's like only half an hour after the store open. Like, they just got their books today. So they had to do the pull list. So I'm like, okay, I'll kill some time, The other shop doesn't open for another hour. The other one, I just sat there and I went through the back issues, got what I wanted to get. And then when I was like, okay, like finally I got my books from them, I go to the other store, and then after that I have to go grocery shopping. So I'm like, I finally get home. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna read as many books as I can. I had an hour, and then then they ended up doing a reading with the Lester sisters in Marania. An hour before this, get the readings in. Then I'm doing this. And if he wants to do a cover ranking, I might just go to bed, get some sleep, and then go back up and record something with Pixel because I'm tired.
It's kind of weird. There's one comic book store in our town. It's 2 blocks from my house. They have one here 2 blocks from my house, and then another one on the other end of town. And that one doesn't sell comics. It's just
weird
paraphernalia. Like other stuff. The nearest shop other than that is in a place called Wasilla, which is about 45 minutes away. I don't even like driving that in the summer when the roads are good. I'm not going to drive 45 minutes one
Are you
way.
driving on like logging roads or like
No, it's
actually?
it's the highway.
Okay,
Yes.
it actually is like because I'm like, well, I'm gonna like in like get up to Maine and like some of those road, states up on the East
No,
Coast.
it's a main city. It's
Yeah,
but
but
we
like
have
there are logging roads when you get farther north. Or in some of these places, it's like so if you're out where you are in the great north over there, you know,
it's funny here in town. There's a if we have some sort of natural disaster, we're screwed up here because there's one road going out of town to the north, one
really.
road going out of town to the south. So if you want to go to Seward, you take the Seward, that'll get you down there. And then there's the Glen Highway going up north to like Wasilla and
I
Fairbanks and all that stuff.
see. I'd be like, I got my dog sled and I got my huskies. We don't worry about the roads.
Yeah, but you're still gonna have to be right by. But that's why people don't run from the cops up here because once you get out of town on the main highway, they know where you're going, so they can just say "fuck it," just mile up the road. They're like, "All right, you block it," because you can only go one direction either way. So if you don't run from the cops in this town.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you either go into Canada or you go into like further down to Washington.
Yeah, but you to go south, you'd have to go down there to get to it's the Seward Highway, and you're going over like mountains and stuff like that. 5 miles out of out of town.
Mountains, man, that sounds cold.
Yeah, it's that's why a lot of people don't try to leave the summertime in the wintertime up here, just because it's so cold.
I feel they go there because they're like they don't want to be around people. That's why they like living in Alaska. It's like
I hate. People,
I got my
like
sports, people. I got my my beer, whatever, and I'm just gonna sit here and on my smokes, and I'll just watch like football, and that's what they do. That's like they prefer like the basically people are hiding from the feds or hiding in Alaska.
If I could get a cabin way out there, but I hate being around people, but I need to be someplace close where I can get. I'm not a hunter.
No, you want medical response time was in less than 30 minutes.
Yeah, and so I can go to the store and stuff like that. So it's like it's like
Is that a polar bear outside? Oh, I'm good.
No, those are farther up north. But it's the moose around here are just as bad as bears.
Oh, yeah. Well, especially when they show up with their squirrel and then they get mad.
Yeah, it's moose and squirrel. See, that's not that bad unless you see a couple of Russian people hanging out behind them. Then you're fucked. You better get out of there real quick.
Right. Yes, Jackson. People are the worst. Hello, Jackson. How are you doing, my friend?
But I've seen people walk up to a moose and want to feed him, and people are like, "Yeah, you don't want to do that."
That's the same thing. You go in Yosemite National Park and over there, and people are like, "Oh, I'm gonna go up to this wild animal and see if I can pet him," and then the animal attacks him. We're like, "Oh, I didn't know he was going to do that. Why would he do that? I'm friendly."
Fucking wild animal.
Like the animal's like, "Dude, you're in my space." It was a bison. That's what it was. Yeah, it was like a bison from Buffalo. He's like, and the stuff he's gonna go pet him, and he he basically
so cute.
It started chasing her. I was like, "Dude, run her over." It's like you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
This is an FAFO thing here.
Yeah, don't pet the fluffy cows. Fluffy cows, no. Yeah, it's interesting. So the only thing I know about Alaska is a lot of snow.
Yes.
And then you guys have 30 days a night.
That's not that's parts of it.
Not all of Alaska. Yeah, but yeah,
it's
it's
daylight out here. Like right now, according to my computer, it's 11 degrees out right now, and it's 6:04 and it's dark already.
Yep. So, yeah, it's by me. It's dark by 5 o'clock. But no, Yeah, but you also guys got the airship they use, the Navy does, the Air Force, to get to, like, in Japan.
We've got we've got we've got two major Air Force joint bases up here. There's Elmendorf, which is just a few miles from my house. That's J. Baird, uh, Elmendorf. Oh my God, I can't remember the Army one. Fort Rich, and then there's one up in Fairbanks, and that's where they do a lot of the intercepting of the Russian stuff.
Yeah.
Now, they've got like a Coast Guard stuff out in ADAC and stuff like that on the islands.
Yeah, my brother has an air guard, so when they had to go to Okinawa for like their war games thing they're doing, they're on the plane and, like, so they had to, if you stop at Alaska from Wisconsin, they had to refuel the plane there, and then they go over. But when they're coming back though, he's like, yeah, our plane, well, it was so cold, we had to wait, they had to thaw the plane out,
It's probably J. Bear that did it.
Yeah. He's like, so we're just waiting on the plane. It's just like, I'm thinking, like, yeah, I hope you had an in-flight snack. You got something. It's like you might be there for a while.
I went to Okinawa a lot. Of course, that was just by ship because we were in the southern island of Japan, so it was just sit down and pick up our Marines. Kadena Air Base and White Sands Marine Base were down there.
Yeah.
So,
but alrighty then. Yeah, I was gonna say the other thing that Glass is known for is the gold rush stuff.
Yeah, people still trying to do that stuff. It's like,
the Klondike.
Which would be a great name for a lesbian bar up here, by the way. Klondikes.
You're one letter away from being Zach.
I was actually, some guys at work, we were actually talking about that once, like bars that we could name, like up here would be Klondikes. We could do Spelunking for a gay bar. Stuff like that. I won't go any farther there. Actually, we got kind of...
No. We have sponsors. They're trying to pull us. We'll no longer get Coke Zero as their sponsor.
All right, we can do this.
0 calories. Ice cold, refreshing. Mountain Dew. It's like, I love wins where he's like, we're not going to sell out. He's like, oh,
was that the first or the second one?
It was the first one. He's like,
okay,
he's like, Ethel, take these. It's like, it's so stupid, but it's funny though. I love it.
Tia Carrere, that woman was fine.
Well, yeah, I haven't seen her lately, but yeah, she was.
I bet she's aged very well because I bet she has because she has those genes.
What would you do for a Klondike bar? Well, I don't know. I've never had one before, so probably nothing.
Really?
Yeah, I've never had one.
Oh, good.
I've also never had a peppermint York patty. That sounds gross.
What is wrong with you?
Get the sensation. What's wrong with you, man?
Now, I can understand that you might not have had candy corn, which I happen to like.
I'm also not an Andes mint, whatever that was. It's the other one, too. They have the Andes chocolate bars.
Heard of that. But yeah, Klondikes are, I mean, they're nothing special, but except for the double chocolate ones. Those are good.
I think, Breen, I think you're going to have to have a little bit of a conversation with Mariah.
No, they are overrated, but the double chocolate ones are really good.
All right, Jackson says I got the INS after 9 sec or in-stock trades. Okay, Batman First Night. Yeah, they had the hardcover one out this week. Batman Beyond Compendium, cool, nice. DC Finest, Batman 1 year and 1 2. I heard some people said that wasn't as great year 2, but the first part was good for year 1.
See, in stock trades, that really annoys me. On the 6th of this month,
yep,
I placed the order. It was done for the Batman Finest year 1 and 2, the Wildcats Compendium, and Vault of Horror.
Mm-hmm.
I still haven't gotten it. It's been sitting, or at least according to this thing, it's still on its way up from Seattle from 7 days ago. I still haven't gotten that thing yet. It's been almost a month.
Yeah, I picked up by I purchased today was Superman Exile on the Best Street in stock trade. It was like it's like 70 something bucks. It wasn't that it didn't cost that much. I also got the Just League Unlimited Hocus Pocus trade. So alrighty, yeah, so that's that. So we'll see how long it takes for those to get. But all right, and all right. Anything else, Jackson? What's it? You say now? Well, first night was a magazine comic size. Yeah, it's a little bigger. Um, Andy's mints are righteous, Mrs. Marania. Eh, okay. I get. I'm not mint really with anything chocolate. If I had like the only thing I like with mint, for me, is actually well, I know Klondikes are mint. They're like ice cream or something like that. They're like vanilla ice cream or something. It's like, aren't they?
Klondike's is vanilla.
Yeah, yeah.
It's two
But yeah,
chocolate things.
but I've seen the mint Klondikes.
Austin's aren't that bad. Those are little tiny, or Andy's ones. Those
Yeah,
are
they
little
look
tiny
at.
ones.
I don't like anything that chocolate has mint in it. Like I said, mint chocolate chip ice cream. I really don't like it because there's too many chocolate chips in there. I like just like getting straight on the mint ice cream. They have a shop down here that's been around since the 50s. It's called Leon's. You go up to it, it's like one of those drive-ins, the diners, and you would just order. I actually like it. It's really cool. Yeah, but yeah, my niece is in the hospital. She has like mono or something like that, or something like that. She had strep / mono. And my sister told me she's like my niece is like what 15 maybe 14 right around there. She had problems with her liver, so she's normally like white is Casper her skin. My sister's like, yeah, she looks like she's got a tan because her body's not really working as like so.
My
Yeah.
older sister, who's usually the one I go to on Thanksgiving,
Yep.
is down in Seattle right now because tomorrow is my mom's birthday and my dad is not
With it.
well. I seriously suspect he's not gonna. So she's down there for his birthday is in early December, so she's down there for that. So um, I going over to my cousins tomorrow, but hospital. This got me worried because
Yeah.
I have the feeling when I saw him, remember I was down there for that one time.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have the feeling that was going to be the last time I ever saw him. I don't want it to, but
Right.
she's been sending stuff back and saying, so.
How old is your dad?
He was born 3 days before Pearl Harbor, so he was still in the hospital when that happened. So
Wow.
80 something. He's lived a long life, and they're both
83 next week.
Yes. So, and my mom, it will be turning 80. Their birthdays, they're the same age for a week. So she was born a year behind him. So
my brother-in-law is like 51 or 52. His mom, she's basically like getting that. She's up in the 80s, mid 80s. Has issues now. He has to help her with like getting clothes and dress. It's basically she's getting like worse and stuff.
It's funny. His mind is still there, but his body's just going. And it's just. It scared me because when I left, he hugged me. It's like,
Yeah.
Man, it's not a hugger.
Marnie says.
Anyway, we don't want to be a bummer.
As I don't as a rule like mint and chocolate. Well, chocolate. Walmart chewing chocolate chip ice cream is quite good though. Mint julep, great holiday drink.
Isn't that mint julep just basically a southern drink anyway? You always hear about all the southern ladies drinking, mint juleps at the horse races and stuff.
Mint and alcohol just sounds gross.
Really, peppermint schnapps are awesome.
Eh,
Yes.
they're all right.
That's the only way I like my schnapps, peppermint.
I remember liking peach schnapps, but peppermint was my favorite.
I'm not much of a vodka guy anyway. I was.
In moderation, as far as because I remember taking it when I was in my 20s, the peppermint schnapps things. Like, I get sick of them right away, so I gotta have like. But the good thing as well though is that my taste buds would go numb after I started mixing the beer and all this other guys. So I was like, all right, cool. Now I can drink what I want. I could drink. So I'd order Guinness and I drink the Guinness.
There's three kinds that I'd really try to stay away from. Any type of vodka. Tequila, I had a bad experience with that once, and I just not.
No, I'm not touching tequila. Tequila just looks gross, and yeah, it just sounds gross.
And Scotch, I can still. I did have it for a while. I was able to get back onto that like a little while before I quit. But
yeah. So Jackson said, what he said? He said he knew a girl that turned very yellow, needed a kidney transplant. Body rejected it. She had a second transplant. She's fine now and just got married. That's cool. Yeah, my niece is in Children's Hospital. I told my sister, like, what, they let her in there? I thought they had to sit in the bed for like when they went to do the trans kids. You know, remember they were all getting paid for doing that stuff.
Well, maybe they're just they didn't have all that many scheduled this week.
Right. Not around Christmas time. Anyway, though, if you guys haven't already done so, please hit that like button. Check out our Ko-Fi link, which will be scrolling in a few minutes across the screen here. Probably gonna call it a quit soon. I guess he's going live in 15 minutes if he's awake. Is it even scheduled?
Yeah.
Okay. What is books he's doing?
Food covers.
Food covers?
What's that's on the thumbnail though?
I thought it was that last night.
We did food covers last night.
Thanksgiving covers.
Oh, is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
All right. Happy Thanksgiving. Okay. Cool. If it's the girls are busy, so we'll just me, you, and E then, and then we'll get it done real fast. Unless his computer goes, then I'm going. If he drops, I'm like, sorry, Breen, I dropped too.
All right, well, let's wrap this up.
All right.
I want to watch into this first half. It's making me sick anyway.
All right, guys. We'll see you on Friday for some ratings.
All right.
Have a good
Happy
Thanksgiving,
everybody.
Have a happy Thanksgiving.
Later.
Later.